Hello there, welcome back to the channel here. I got a 3 versus 3 game here on a big sea map. I don't know what the exact name is, to be honest. Pretty good water though. A lot of water. Big water. Really strange terrain spawn in this as well. Because you can see that there's no land between these 2 points. So you got this like inland sea, but you can't get to the outside. Only on this side. So the wings over here are actually got a bit of land between them they could maybe fight over. So we'll get into the teams and such. We've got Team Captain Arnie here in the yellow with the First Order. And then we got his pocket, Zujglo here in the Republic in the grey. And then we've got, not Smoky Venus because he quit at the start, so he was just watching. So it's Yoda that's playing in the blue with the New Republic. The other side, we got Granuli here as team captain in the green with the Galactic Empire. Got Lucky Ashman here in the orange with the Rebel Alliance, and then lastly we got John the Late here in the red with the Geonosians. So, interesting map. It has a lot of fish in it, like crazy amounts of fish, but then you've also got like carbon gas vents randomly here and there as well, which is really nice because if you look at the map, there's not actually a ton of carbon. This could run out pretty quickly if it goes into late game, which makes those carbon gas vents kind of desirable. Just because they are basically an infinite carbon source for the boats to harvest. So it'll be interesting to see what people want to do. Hopefully we do see a lot of water, like gameplay, since it's just, you kind of want to make a use of it, right? All this water, all this fish. I want to see people play around it, play objectively in that manner. There's a little few islands as well with some like extra resources people can land on. Even like close things out there with like turrets and static defense and such. Have your docks there. Be cool about it, man, you know? Be tactical and strategic. Nature seems a little bit loud on this map. Yeah, those are all the islands. Then we got this land bridge. It's howlers, is that what's howling at me? Land bridge here. I don't know if people are going to wall it or try to rush. I do think in like terms of the food, it's a bunch of nerfs, and nurseries are up for building mounted troopers. Quite a few bits of lure to get you going, and then maybe you can get into those shipyards, and hopefully we see everyone actually fish. Because I feel like I typically see Granuli and Arnie not really go for that too much, and just try to play like super bog standard into T3. And maybe get some early aggression, or just play as they usually play on any map, really. But the fish is, it's such a big deal, and I feel like it's in its best state, really. I know it's maybe had some nerfs here and there, but in general, having harbours now into T3 just makes it like so much stronger, since you can garrison those trawlers. Confirming to each other that it's not an island, exactly, because there is that land bridge between the two sections. Thinking about civs on this map, water civs, I think best one will be here for Yoda with New Republic. Rebels and Galactic Empire are not too bad. I believe they got like frigates. I don't know if things have changed. I don't know if maybe they got taken away. Can't remember. No, they do still have advanced frigate. Rebels. Rebels don't have frigate. They can't play it fully. Galactic Empire do though. Geonosians are probably rubbish. I would have thought they've got too many things to have any water. Do have heavy destroyer though. Do have redoubled effort as well. Cheaper boats. So certainly ways to play, but I don't think it's like as crazy in terms of water civs. You know, like feast and famine. Like there's water civs and there's not water civs because it's just New Republic here. They're good, but they're not like Gungans, Naboo good in my opinion. So it's pretty fair, I would say. It does give Yoda something that you can maybe play for a little bit more than the other guys. But it would be hard to use your boats everywhere you want to, because you can't just go from here over to here. You'd have to go all the way around. And we can see shipyard started and some trawlers here. Arnie with the farms, Granuli with the farms, and shore fishing. Not seeing any shipyard. Don't know if they're maybe aiming to just hit each other with fighters super quick or something. I don't know. See troop center over here for John. Here's Geonosians, good civ for it. He's on the way to T2 though, kind of a little bit weird gameplay. He's walled as well. Looks like he's playing defensive for like some sort of rush he expects is coming his way. But looking at Yoda, it looks like he's now playing defensive for some sort of rush that he thinks coming his way now as well, so interesting. I would say Yoda's ahead though, because he's starting to build up all these trawlers. He's got the shipyard going here. Zuchko getting on the water as well. Not really anyone else fishing yet. It's kind of mental, man. Like, I think everyone should just be going balls to the wall here. 3 shipyards, let's go. Either that or people trying to play ahead of it and just go like fast T2 and get the frigates out, right? Sad to see. Nobody wants to play the water maps, I guess. Could just be that there was maybe too much food into, like, you had these 3 things, you got your 6 nerfs, I don't know. Too much food for them to find the exact good moment to go and fish. But I think Yoda will be top spot here just now, right? Go and look at workers, 29. Yeah, he's going to be zooming ahead, and you can see that normally, early on, it translates into that carbon lead. But if we go and check in like, 10, 15 minutes, it'll be a big food lead as well. Once the trawlers are out and start really paying themselves off. It's that sort of division of labour, right? All these workers are on carbon rather than like 6 or 7 of them making farms around the CC. Double layered wall here. And Yoda, we're waiting for Mounties on the base at the moment. Oh, we're gonna go into a transport, a 12-minute Mountie rush. Arnie building a gate over here, walling himself in, not trusting his team. Even on like this big island map, there's just the one land bridge which is walled. He's not trusting the boys. Walling himself in. It's not the best place to be walling himself in because he's kind of had a crappy spawn, really. There's not really much going for this position. I suppose it's nice if you're on the fish and stuff, when you play around with this island. First order, tons of workers on ore. Guessing he's going to go for those jet troopers. See how much damage you can do with them. They do lose to air though, and this map is going to really encourage air, so it's probably just like with Geonosians, right? If you can abuse the mobility of them and maybe the speed you can get them out, maybe you can find the big damage. It looks like John's actually landed here to harass. This wall's actually going to work out for Arnie here. Although you can't just go around it in the transport ship. A weird little bit of cross map here, wing to wing. These guys aren't even doing anything though. They're still chilling. Where's all the hollows? We got 1. This seems a little unfair, right? 2, 3, and then where's number 4? Number 4's over here. And then number 5's up here. So 4 on one side of the map. A little bit unfair. The frigate holding things here. So many trawlers out for Yoda. I'd like to see him build some boats and put John's trawlers here to the sword. They'd be in a really strong position for that. With how good his economy should be right now. Where's Arnie? It's building. Up to 80%. We're nearly just hitting T3 right now, so we don't see those airbases just yet. They just started now. Unique units should build really quickly, right? And these guys will just fly across, and maybe you can find some damage here. I don't know if you can maybe like hit with one, and then when the fighters pop out and try and lure them away, and then your next one can do some damage. Do it like some rallied strike gameplay. But we'll see how Granilli fares against this. Can't quite afford the second one just yet. little bit of spaceport purchasing food there. He really wants to get this damage in early. So in comes the first Jet Trooper. You can see the anti-air turret being built, but that doesn't do anything against these guys. Second one arrives as well. A little bit of a targeting issue, missing some shots, but that's 2 workers down. Or at least it should be. There we go, 2. This one escaping with no health. 3. It's pretty good going. 3 workers. And this is what we talked about. Maybe you can lure these away, right? And then the next guy comes in, and then you get some damage. You'll need to rely on his next 2 fighters popping it, I would have thought. It's really managing. He's got the 4 here. And these 2 coming back. See, because he came back with those 2 fighters, it frees up a little bit of opportunity for these 2 to get some damage in. And then this guy coming over here as well. And maybe Arnie can just keep pulling apart Granuli's attention span, but not quite microed this one. So maybe lost that momentum now. And Granuli should be fine. But he loses a few workers. It's just, will Arnie be okay? He's got the turret here. Should have decent coverage, but he's going for a 3rd turret as well. Really, really, really turtlish. I wonder if you could come in later and like snipe the power core. Don't they do like really good building damage? That maybe have been nice to I suppose the spaceport's too valuable, isn't it? Looks like he's gonna go for holocrons. I was wondering if we could maybe like fit War Center in, but if you're just doing one building tackle, saves you money and then you can trade some of your resources. You can trade your carbon away. I think that's why he initially got the lead with his T3. Plenty of turrets though, fighters can't do anything to him. So he's effectively up a couple of workers on Granuli at present. And it seems like he has a lead in getting that command center. Other side of things, you can see Yoda did get those frigates out. He's putting that pressure on now. And John is just, he can't really do anything about this because he's only 1 shipyard over here and then he's got 2 over here. So he kind of spread himself a little bit too thin there, whereas Yoda's got all his shipyards over here in this area. So his production is just, it would be too difficult as well for John to like make frigates over here and get them over here. So he just kind of just has to leave this side to Yoda. Fortunately, he gets a really good spot here where he can harass his workers in the Nova. I think this Mech Destroyer will die, in all honesty. Look how much damage they do with +2. This, you don't want to, this is a bad loss if he loses this. Yikes. That sucks. Kinda just has to let him do that. Not really much you can do about it at all. Nixu drop, this is getting a bit too cute, isn't it? And Arnie just waiting a little bit, coming back in. Not like super committing, just found, say it seems 2 is enough to get some damage in, but then he's hitting another spot as well at the same time. And just getting a lot of damage. And fighters are struggling to just land all their shots here. I wonder if you might want to make a strike mech and maybe mid-game get research tracking or something against these units, just to make sure you really do kill them. It's been a long time since people have really felt the pressure of getting research tracking early in the game. Just with shifts the meta. And these Nixu actually getting quite a few kills here, these workers isolated out in the ores, because both ores are on the other side of this forest. And those Mounties from earlier are still, one of them still alive, gonna let the Nixu through the wall here, I guess. There are troopers waiting for them. Real quiet game from SWGB and Lucky Ashman. I don't know what SWGB's up to, but he doesn't seem to be having a very good time. Bit of a damn moment here for the Ashman. His idle fisherman. Rest in peace, my R2-D2 friends. They sink back into the earth, returning to whence they came. I think this power core is hittable. Could be bad. There's Cornelia though, he's finding a use for his heir, so... Arnie sends his regards to Yoda here. Is Yoda actually not... He's gonna be in trouble here, I think. Good garrison though. Still a few workers. Cornelia being a little bit cute with those two fighters, distracting the turret for a bit. There's so many going down here. Yoda not targeting with his turret. This is a bit of a dam. There's a lot of workers just died. Like a real lot. And he's still doing it. Just going round in circles. All you have to do, there we go, that's the retarget, I think. And then again, so just a little bit late, unfortunately. So many workers dead. The Nixie's coming in here, killing one or two workers. Cleaned out by the Ren Initiate. But yeah, that's some pretty devastating losses there. And just to make things worse, we've got the Nature's risen against Yoda as well. Will we do a Gaia check? How many is this big boy up to? Oh my god, really? 8 kills. Oh, what's his units lost, man? Oof. I mean, military stats. 51 units lost. That ain't all troopers and boats, man. No, sorry. That is mostly workers, I think. Where's this boy ending up? Is he gonna go for like 10? I think 10's easy for him. They kill off like this entire fleet of fishers. All these trawlers. Looks like they're getting repurposed. Command's finally come in and said, yeah, stop fishing there, please. we can't replace all these boats. Granule coming in here. Arnie's base so turtleish though. It's like Arnie did get on the water, go for that nice T3, fishing, and the harbour's so nice as well. We should be able to garrison in this, I feel. Unless it's, I don't know, is it an upgrade? Let's say 0 out of 10, right? Oh, the Ash, man, finding a little bit of an angle here and blowing up quite a few of these frigates, man. Taking a bit of the sting out of this harassment, but it looks like it's been doing a lot of work. I think that power core did go down. I think that's a new one. Let's see, harbours. This is a great map for harbours, right? Harbours really change these kind of maps and make them just so much more playable. Like, it just makes fishing not just a T2 thing, right? It's something you can do in T3 for sure. Early T4, even despite all those losses, Yoda getting up to T4 pretty early there. First person in the game. Who knows how strong he'd truly be if he'd not lost all those workers. Question is, what is he going to do? We can see fighters getting built up here. Did he kill him? Looks like he took him down. Oh wait, no, he's still here. He waits, he hungers for more. He's got a taste for metallic ships. And Granuli coming in for second round of taxes here. 3 workers, 4. Oh, that one spared. Tell your allies what you saw here today. The Man of Ash real quiet, Zuchclo real quiet. I'd say John pretty quiet too in this game. Really just Yoda, Arnie and Granuli at the moment. Still finding angles to harass here. Grenade troopers. I don't think they're going to do too well. Another MD. Might win this time though. There's not too many frigates anymore. They're all very low as well. The strike mech's getting landed here. A little bit annoying. But Yoda has fast fighters with shields coming into John's base now, looking for that damage. You can see Arnie adding in some of these cool anti-air destroyers. And upgrading them too, hoping to support us so you can just pull these away and keep that pressure on it. It's kind of difficult for an air player now. He is Galactic Empire though. So maybe he needs to go for like Strike Max. They have good bonus damage against these. I think they can probably like bite the Strike Max back though for quite a bit of damage too. Just because of like how much flat this is. Like I think the base damage will be... They have like a little bit of an area of effect thing as well. I think if there's enough jet troopers they can actually do quite a bit back to Strike Max. Maybe Dark Troopers is actually the real... I think Dark Troopers might actually be it. I don't know if we can see. Yeah, like 150 base hit points, 165. They must get this as well, though, then, right? Another 15 health. It's quite a lot of HP without, like... Because, like, with the Strike Max, you have to get a lot of upgrades. They start at base 80. EE mobiles being relied on here. There's Ashman, got his fighters out. Helping out just a wee bit, but things at home not looking so great. Whoa. Do they have any kills, do you think? Does this ult not work? It's not. None yet. They do hunger though. You never got to 10. Aw. You're nearly back at... You're nearly just absolutely going for Yoda this game. Like, he's not convinced he can do the damage to Arnie, so he's like, I'll just take your teammates away from you here. That's what he's been playing for. And then just soaking up the pressure from Arnie here. He's not going into that water. He's got quite a few games under his back playing this kind of style as well. I think Arnie was one of the first people who saw really just abuse that jet trooper unit. And we saw actually just how stupid it was, like as a naval unit basically. Like that, the damage that it would do, and it kind of dealt with that problem that frigates have with cruisers, where they can't really do damage to them so much. Because a lot of water comes cruiser versus cruiser, and it's like landing cruiser shots onto enemy cruisers. But these just tear through every boat, like they were smashing frigates and everything. I think Assault Mechs would probably be like really good as well against this composition. Assault Mechs and Dark Troopers. Of course an air cruiser as well. Insane. Insanely good. A nice 14 range on these boys though. Must be one AC shot though, right? And they all die. Really kind of moving his eco away a little bit. He's got this little secret bit over here. Doing good, but he's got absolutely no water presence this game. You see how quickly they kill boats. And this is after them being adjusted as well, because they were really ridiculous before. And they're still very strong. Very, very strong. Real good unit. Yoda saying he's dead, and a little bit, I would say. How many of those hollows did Arnie pick up? So we did say there was 4 on their side of the map. Up to 2. There's number 3. I'm not sure what happened to number 4. Can't quite see it. Somebody picked up number 5 up there. Must have been the Ashman. Oh, he's got two. Did he manage to get... He must have gotten one of theirs. Good play. See that flat building damage too, quite high. Get those power cores. Yeah, you're really just getting quite a lot of bullying here. All these workers as well trying to run over to this spot. And Ashman got the interceptors out and just a little bit too late helping out here. A lot of workers dying. Not enough garrison points. They're like, let me in. Ain't no room for them though. They need a big bad zoo to get in the game here, but he's really just getting his fast fighters online right now. He's having a moment. He's maybe not played in a long time. Hella rusty. Overwhelmed. Not the best map to come back and play on either. Since it's a real out your comfort zone kind of map. Ashman learning he can't hit these with the interceptors. Attackers would probably just murder them really quickly as well. So, I mean, the strike mechs are good against it, it's like, look at that damage, right? Low health, 8 HP. Say they're doing like 25 damage, like a hit or something. It's like 2 rockets kills them. Crazy damage. I don't think they're like completely bonkers OP though. Like, I just think they're really strong. We're just not seeing like the right counters though as well. So Arnie in a big commanding lead here. SWGB sleepy though. And Yoda in trouble. I'm struggling to actually push these away. Not much upgrades though. Like John at the moment. Playing Genosians, man. Like, there we go. Hellfire rocket pods. An unpowered heavy weapons factory here. Heavy arrived? We do have heavy now as well. Just need a little bit of range. Don't have homing yet, I don't think, do we? It's hard to tell, actually. Maybe. But they're going to struggle to hold this with air unless they make attackers. Like, a handful of attackers will smash all, even with the Hellfire rockets, man. The fighter's not doing too well. Not enough of them. Arnie, start hitting Ashman soon. Bernoulli kind of just dying. Team not really sure how to help him here. Not sure how to deal with these units. Yoda's well catching a lot of John's fishermen here. There we go, see the carbon being utilised. The future of this map, the harbour, the gas vents. The Arnie's found them. So it's kind of all his carbon workers now, because this will not last long. He's trying to get as much of it from SWGB as he can there, before it runs out. Not really seeing any trade yet for either team either. Hitting about an hour soon. It's a little bit complicated, right? To figure out what's the good trade route here. I think from Arnie's perspective that he's conquered this, he'd be best making his spaceports up here and trading down there, right? But you not quite got like land in the into two corners in your team. Strange. Yoda wants to GG, but like I kind of feel it looks kind of bleak on the other side. So Gren's dead. Yoda's saying he's dead. I think morale all around is very low. Everyone uncomfortable by the map. I mean, we as viewers, we think it's neat, right? Like, it's cool. I like these kind of maps and the kind of creative gameplay it forces. You already got some masters out here stealing the pummels. See a bit of pummel on pummel violence. Arnie coming over here with the jet troopers. The jet troopers just doing well against everything in this game. No real hard counters out for them. They seem tanky against their shots. 0 out of 15. Is it like that type of armor that's really good for them? It does have tracking. They're landing them all. Guess they're just a really good unit for tanking them. Geo popping out here. It's John and Ashman still alive here. Ashman getting those just striking at the right time. Since Arnie sent his jet troopers away to go and help, Ashman has struck with the destroyers. Pinpointed that exact moment. See Ashman getting on the gas fence. Yoda resigning. He's pretty dead. So Yoda retires from this game, and now it's just Zuchklo and Arnie. Zuchklo getting a lot of air out, but I feel like he maybe needs just a little bit of a sit down, explain to him what the attacker is, and how irrelevant the advanced fighter kind of is now in the late game. Maybe he needs to know what the interceptor is as well. It's be big helpful just having that split in the late game. I see a bit of trade getting started here. Arnie getting the freighters out. We're doing what to here and there. It's maybe not safe. You could technically trade to Granuli's spaceport. Just don't tell him. In come the raids. They're gonna be prepared for this. Ashman's got like fighters everywhere, like on patrol and stuff. Could get in here. And the jet troopers can't look up, so they can't kill them off. They die pretty quickly. Geos are really good against them as well, right? Geos smash anything like ground trooper worker. Ashman had this little island set up. Island hopper. This is it's in his blood, I guess. Like, saying he's not like from the Philippines and that. Out in those Pacific Islands. Getting set up here. Heavy anti-air destroyers. Cruisers. Ashman's Islands are going to get taken away from him, I guess. The prefab shelters. Getting gunned down as well. Arnie with new fortress over here. John just crawling towards them with fortresses. And Ashman pushing Arnie away a little bit, but boats are pretty vulnerable if he's got his destroyers anywhere, but his shipyards are on the other side. Got one here, got one destroyer out. It's actually been shot at though by a cruiser. Oh, he's aggroed it. Oh no. What have you done? There is one trooper. They could defend them. Could this be the Ashman hero destroyer right here? One. No, no, no! No! The building died. It was so... It's the rally point though as well. Unpowered. Soon. He's coming back. That was a big break for these guys. It's looking pretty strong over here though, the trade. They got their setup, they got their carbon gas fence and everything. Looks like SWGB doesn't quite know about these, or the harbour. Fighter's doing a little bit okay, but then you do just need to retreat to these like really strong anti-air destroyers. They get that advanced torpedo tech thing as well. So much faster projectiles. Big range too. Up to 16 range on these now. In come the destroyers. Get a couple of kills here. Starting to crumble though. Does John have got like a big push going or? Holy! It's like the ghost of vanilla here. Doesn't know about the new air units. But in come the bombers against the strongest anti-air mobiles. Fortunately not microed in the best way. They're like bombing Mounties right now. He's kind of, no, he's going to retreat now. Sorta on the risk. Bomber fails. Almost at that level. Grenilli actually still alive somehow. Getting some AT-ATs out. I want to see Ashman get his islands back. Oof, big damage. Get out of here. The best turret is an AT-AT, man. On stand ground. Not sure what the win condition is here for each team. A lot of what Arnie's doing is just sort of raiding. Unless he can get like 80 jet troopers out or something. You get like 80 jet troopers out and like a big arc. I think you could kill all this and push in well. Maybe better to just get set up though with some troop centers. Add some grenade troopers in and link them up with your jet troopers. Still not seeing a lot out of John here. Thought with Yoda dead, he'd just get some sort of big push pressuring Arnie and SWGB and giving his team a little bit of a win condition. But not really seeing that, and now Arnie's going to start putting him to the sword. Ashman's base going to be defended by the AT-ATs. Ashman trying to... I think they get dirt poor though, because they've not really set up trade. Like, Ashman's got no Nova. Nor does Granule. Nor does John in it. I think if we go to achievements, man. Arnie and 4K. Ashman does have the 2 holocrons still, does he? At least got that going for him. They're both on 4K. Very even with their holocron Nova. And then they've got the trade set up now. Look at all those fat looking freighters, man. Bringing home the goods. Using these carbon gas vents. Been super important in this game. It's a good map for them. Just gotta have that fine balance of carbon. Add that pressure. Pressure to use them. I've just never really found the best counter for these jet troopers. Oh, big hits. Big hits. Salt mech so good against boats. I'd like to see like an aggressive transport. You know, like just chasing these rounds. Landing after them. Could land near the boats as well and kill them. Probably the best way to just like use this unit here. In like an absence of interceptors. And John's got a lot of money and just like, what's he up to? Where's the armies? Got some buildings here, but just... Is he here? Is he playing? Again. I don't know. Nothing really queued up. I think morale's been pretty low for a long time. And despite Yoda bowing out early, I think Arnie and Zuchklo in the best spot here. This man does not know about stim packs either. 45 health. Like he needs a sit down. He needs like some mandatory training on EF. Go through the modules. Holy. I wonder if that's him. I think it's him. No, it's a new boy. He's still alive. Nirvana awaits you if you just... We need to add like a predatory swimming script to these. So RV needs to spend the rest of his life building. I want to see these seeking and just... I want to see them like go patrolling around fishing areas. I also won't play the game once that's in, but, you know, I'd like to see it as a spectator. Looks like these land's being reclaimed now, until Arnie decides to rally a few jet troopers over there. Arnie trying to get Exuchclo to make some Jedi. Will he listen though? Doesn't have a single temple. An emphatic no. I don't think that I will. Well, the heavy monitors are out. 13 range, pretty good. Tormenting this assault mech. Not bad damage. Trade started. A little bit of a second wind here. John again. He's got no. He's got 5 heavy. Is he even here? He's got 5 heavy weapons. Right, we don't have trooper tech, really. Didn't really get any of his upgrades either for his mech. He's got all the war center stuff. We could get a lot of MDs out. I think like just a big fleet of destroyers would be really good. SWGB once again amassing the bombers and fighters. And they're going to catch the assault mechs here, and that's going to be the end of them, I think. There's a few A-mobiles going to try and help, but bombers will kill these kind of quickly. They're not quick enough to get away from the shots. Oof. Saved a wee bit, but the jet troopers are feeling bold, and the monitors getting some money shots there. And Arnie just completely untouched all game, really. Weren't able to find a way to harass him. Could be so easy though to just come in here with a bunch of destroyers, right? He's got a few jet troopers there, but I think if you show up with enough, they can't really do anything. They just got to sit back and watch all the trawlers die. Trade getting griefed by these as well. Ashman getting his island back. GG getting called from Granuli here, and they're going to pack it in. They just can't really remove all this pressure, and it looks like the big jet troopers came up the top here as well. They try to get this land back. They've just kind of been picked apart all game, not found the right counter for these, and that'll be the end of it. So GG, well played to all involved. I don't know if everyone's heart was in playing that game because of the map, but I like what Arnie did. Like to see that kind of gameplay, utilize the map well. Even despite not fishing early, went back and fished later, got himself set up on all these vents. It's kind of what you want to see, right? These harbors as your sort of drop-off points. Sort of lovely gameplay here. Yeah, if you like the content, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you want to see more. If you want to get involved in these types of games, you can find our GBG Discord server down below in the description field, one for the Expanding Fronts mod, which is the mod that we're playing here that makes the game pretty much better and fixes a lot of bugs and stuff. And if you want to support the channel in another way, maybe buy me a coffee, you can find a PayPal link down below in the description field. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye-bye.